What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So in this one, we're going to talk about making truly passive credits. No glitches, no mods. That's right, we have finally entered into the step of automating our base. Now, mind you, the one that I'm currently on has been a largely testing base. Actually, all my outposts are an absolute mess because I've done nothing but test stuff. To one, help people, and two, try to make some content. So I actually think I'm going to end up just deleting all the outposts that I have and starting fresh. I know that sounds silly, but they're chaotic. So anyway, what we got here is we have a simple fabricator and we have two warehouse storage units. All of this is unlocked through the research station. I do have a video on the research station. I believe it's currently uploading. It's very simple. Basically, go up to the research station, select some options. If you have the materials, it'll let you research. If you don't have those materials, it's not going to let you research. It's pretty straightforward. If you're struggling with the research station, just go to one of the vendors in any of the towns, buy literally everything they have as far as resources, run back to your ship, throw out your ship's inventory, and then you should be able to research pretty much everything. All right, so what we have here, like I said, simple fabricator. I'm going to go ahead and go into our outpost view. Now, mind you, this is going to be confusing because, again, it is a test setup. So these are aluminum extractors going into some aluminum storage. Up here on the hill, we have some iron extractors going into iron storage. We have our power over there. I'm not scrolling all the way over. You know what it is. This is the cargo link, which you use to move resources from one outpost to another outpost. Once I get some more stuff set up and kind of configured, I will put out a video on the cargo link. For the time being, I don't have everything set up yet. So it's a little bit more difficult to kind of go over and explain. Basically, what we have here is we have two inputs coming into this simple fabricator. One of them comes directly from the storage, that is the aluminum, and the other one comes from the storage for the iron. Now that goes into the fabricator, and then you see another link here. That is the link that goes from the fabricator to the storage right here, and then this storage is linked to this storage. This storage right here, well, not really storage. I guess they're called warehouses in game, but this secondary warehouse is actually linked over to the transfer container. All right, so now that we have all that linked, what we're going to do is come out of the outpost mode, and we're going to go over here. We're going to look at this. So it's currently building adaptive frames. As you can see, we have 999 of each, iron and aluminum. It crafts adaptive frames constantly as long as there is room in the storage and as long as you have the materials. So while this is an incredibly basic setup, we have 47 here and 47 over here. Your transfer container does hold a lot of them. You'll have to give me a moment to get over there. I forget how many it holds. But yes, you can use your transfer container. Really? There we go. So it holds 32. But you can use your transfer container to move anything, both raw resources and the simple or eventually complex manufactured goods. So what we'll do now is we'll head upstairs and we'll have a look at everything. All right, now we are at our cargo hold. So what we're going to do is open up the transfer, tab over to where it shows Linnaeus Outpost, or whatever the name of the outpost is that you're out. Open up our resources. You can see here that that I can select both the adaptive frames, aluminum and iron, right? So unfortunately, the way Bethesda has it, you have to actually take all the items out of the transfer container or it will not let you. Okay, so like if I take just the adaptive frames, right? And then we go back into the cargo hold, it'll only show the aluminum and iron. I don't know why I can't speak. I do apologize. So we have to take all of the resources out and then we can go back in. And again, you see adaptive frame, aluminum, and iron. Hopefully that is something that Bethesda will fix in a future update. Make sure you hit those forums and complain pretty hard. But yeah, that pretty much sums everything up. Let's get back down there. All right, so here we are again. I have the iron connected to the simple fabricator, the aluminum connected to the fabricator connected to the warehouse. Now, like I said earlier, to unlock this, you do have to complete some of the researches, and you're also going to need... Is it Outpost Engineering? Yeah, I think it's Outpost Engineering. So you'll also need 1 rank in Outpost Engineering. I have not unlocked the rest of these, so I don't know what other goodies are hiding behind that. Again, I've been busy doing like all the other things and following the storyline. So I will unlock all of that and we will continue to progress our outposts. Eventually we'll try to come up with something pretty complex and fun, I think. I don't know. I enjoy this kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's it. You can get yourself a whole bunch of warehouse containers, unload it all if you want. Right? And here's the key. If you're interested in just the aluminum frames, what you can do without falling off is open up your scan tool, go into your outpost, open up modify mode, and you can actually delete. Right, so we can see this line is going from here to the container that is the aluminum. So we can delete that, and then I can go back in my ship, and once I clear out the aluminum that's in there, it'll be nothing but just iron and frames. So if I just want to pick up frames, I can come over here and I can also delete the iron connection. So now the only thing that I'll be picking up will be the adaptive frames from the output. So that can save you there. I know it's a lot more work, or technically what you could do, I suppose, is if you have something like I do where unfortunately you're stuck with like iron way up there and aluminum way down here, you can put a single cargo container of each and you can link all of that to the cargo container and it'll be technically... All right, so that is totally not what I wanted to do. Oh man. Anyway, so we can put 1 solid there for the iron and 1 solid here for the aluminum. And if we really wanted to, we could take our aluminum and have it go in here, and then we'll go all the way up and have our iron come down to this one. So delete that. So really you could always do that, and then when you're ready to move other stuff, you could always just right click and add it, and then you don't really have to worry too much. I know it's kind of silly, but it's really the only thing that I can kind of think of that would bypass having to pick up all the stuff in one go. Yeah, I will definitely be putting out another video on all of this, likely with a layout that's much more clear. I just was super excited that I finally got it all complete, and if you're anything like me, you get excited when you complete little things that are challenges, or you finally leveled up, or you finally did whatever. But I just wanted to go and put that out, and if you can go ahead and get it figured out on your own, awesome. If not, give it a couple days. I'm sure I'll have another video out that's much more in depth. Anyway, y'all, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. Take care, and I will see you on the next one.